Hey folks, it's dinner time. I'm actually a little early tonight, but I checked out here right after sunset to see if he lined up. It's been raining all day, and he was not here. So sometime, I think after it got dark and between now, he's lined up. So it rained all day, so yeah, he was probably taking cover somewhere. Yeah, I didn't see him anywhere on the dry part of the deck. So I have his food ready, and it's our tiki cat chicken and egg wet cat food plus the normal kibble. Plus, I did something a little special tonight. Um, I was cooking some chicken thighs. I'm going to open the door now. I was cooking some chicken thighs, and I wanted to remove the skin. Instead of throwing the skin away, I decided to fry it up. I usually don't do that. I usually just throw it away. But I thought maybe Scruffy would like some chicken skin. So this is the first time I've ever. Hey Scruffy, how you doing? You're meowing. That's interesting. And he's still scratching. So I'm going to comment on that in a moment. But so yeah, I fried up the chicken skin, and I saved the grease. And oh my god, there's a lot of grease. And I didn't never realize how much fat and oil and grease is in chicken skin. It's way more oily than frying up bacon. And I had three chicken skins or three chicken thighs. So I had three skins. One of them completely shriveled up. The other two remain reasonable. So, well, one shrunk a little more than the other. So I'm giving him the big one tonight, and then I think I'm going to give him the remaining ones tomorrow. And then I poured in the chicken grease, about half of it, into his bowl. So he's going to get a lot of calories tonight, even though the food quantity is probably not much bigger. So tonight I'm curious if he's going to behave differently just because of how badly he didn't like the things I did to him last night. So I'm wondering if he's going to hold a grudge. And then on the scratching, I wanted to mention, yeah, I've noticed I have some bites. He's stretching. I have some, I think, flea bites. And so I got to be careful about fleas. And his back looks wet, but it doesn't necessarily look bad. So I'm not sure it's because of the rain or because the cat bath was doing something good. So anyway, I'm going to get your food. Okay? Like your food? I smell it. It smells like chicken grease tonight. Okay? So I'm going to take a look at his back real quick. Okay, so I'm going to get up and we'll feed you. Okay? So I'm going to take the plate up. Okay, coming out. Yeah, so you shouldn't hiss at me. Meowing's okay, but hissing, not so good. So yeah, you're getting louder. So I think that's a good thing. I don't know, I'm probably going to regret teaching you how to meow. But you're always outside, so I can't hear you. So I'm going to get the glove on. Wow, you're really noisy tonight. Like my glove? Can I pet you? Oh, he's letting me pet him. No? He didn't like that last part. His fur is really dry on the back. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get your food. That was the first time he's ever let me kinda sort of pet him before I bring the food down, but he didn't like it. Okay, here's your food. I'm gonna get the brush. I should probably ring the bell too to scare you. But yeah, I think you're gonna like tonight's dinner. haven't done anything yet. So tonight's dinner is extra fattening. It's just the brush. Okay. So yeah, his fur's... I don't know how to describe his fur. Can't tell if it's... worse or better than normal. It's definitely been groomed. So it's very dry, you know, in the sense that it's like coming through hairspray. So yeah, he's jumping tonight. Even though it's kind of dry or whatever, it's not as tangled. So it's stiff, so there's like resistance. So it's like combing through knots, but it's not. I don't think it's actually really tangled. It's just it's stuff from his fur. So anyway, yeah, I noticed flea bites on my hand. I've noticed, yeah, I've had some cuts or nicks or bumps or whatever, and I wasn't sure if it was what it was from. But yeah, I'm thinking it's probably fleas. So it's another reason I gotta get these fleas taken care of. Because yeah, I'm also worried about bringing fleas into the house. So I don't want to have to deal with the flea mess inside the house. So I think I'm going to try the pill. So I think I'm going to go buy those pills for him. Because, yeah, I don't think the cat bath really worked. And I could try buying the flea cat bath, but considering how badly he reacted to it last night, I'm not optimistic it's going to be useful. I'm more optimistic I can get him to eat the pill just by hiding it in his food. So I found online I can buy 6 pills from Walmart for $20 and a different brand from Target for $25 for 6 pills. The problem with Walmart is, yeah, I have to ship it. So I gotta clear the $35 shipping minimum. I want to get free shipping. And then I was looking at getting flea spray, so I could help. I just flipped the brush over, but I don't think he knows. I think he was just paranoid in general. So anyway, yeah, I flipped the brush over. So yeah, the problem with the flea spray is, according to Walmart, state law prevents them from shipping it to me. So I have to pick it up in a store, and they don't have that particular flea and tick spray in the store. This is for like carpet and floors and rugs, or I said carpet, but basically, you spray it on whatever, and it's supposed to kill fleas. So I'm thinking I'll spray it on like the mat that he's on and some of the other rugs near the entry of my house because I don't want to bring fleas into the house. Probably squirt it on my clothes. So I'm coming out with, so I keep a sweatshirt and jeans near the door, basically. One, to keep warm when I come out here, but two, yeah, the jeans in particular are like armor in case he scratches me. His fur's kind of nasty tonight. So I think he just grabbed a piece of chicken skin. So I tore it up a little bit, but the chunks are still kind of big. So you can basically grab a big chunk. Well, not a big chunk, but you can grab a chunk of chicken skin and can basically move away from the bowl. So that's one of the reasons I tore it up. But the pieces are still kind of large. I probably could have tore them in half again, but I wasn't really worried he was going to do that too often. So maybe I need to reconsider that. So yeah, basically his back half kind of looks like the foam when I wet his fur with the foam last night, and then his front half looks like, yeah, his normal dry furry self. And yeah, the rain's starting to come down. And, wow, I can hear it. So the rain just let up a little bit. So I haven't changed his water bowl yet. I forgot to bring out a new bowl. So I'm going to have to do that when he leaves. So yeah, I think the chicken grease that I poured on his food is slowing him down quite a bit. I bet it tastes good. So for future reference, if I try the foam again, I should probably put chicken grease in the bowl. So I thought he'd be fussier tonight after everything that happened last night. So I guess that's a good thing. And he's not. So he's starting to get close to finishing his bowl. So I think he just grabbed another piece of chicken skin. So yeah, but I don't think he's particularly happy right now. I think right now he's just tolerating the brushing, and he keeps looking back, so I think it's like barely tolerating it. So he's not really into it. Huh. Wasn't sure if he heard something or doesn't like me brushing that particular spot. So I just went over that spot again. I don't know. Did he have that same reaction? Okay, so I think that was the chicken skin there. So tomorrow maybe I'll use 2 bowls with the remaining chicken skin. That way I can put down a second bowl, keep them here longer. So the wind's starting to blow. And then Target, they got a shipment in of the cheaper cat food I was looking at, but they only have one left in stock. And then I saw Walmart had it available for shipping, and they need to clear the $35 minimum to get the cheaper pills. So I'm still trying to add up things to hit that $35 minimum. Especially since I can't buy the flea and tick spray, since they don't allow you to ship it. It's really stupid. I'm going to say the grease really did slow him down tonight. So I think, yeah, he's almost done, but yeah. We're past 20 minutes now, so I think previous nights he's been closer to like 8 minutes when he's really fast. And then if he's not so fast, maybe 12 minutes. So yeah, that chicken grease and the chicken skin is, yeah, really slowed him down. Hopefully it also tastes good to him. Imagine it does. Because that's stuff I'd love to be able to eat. But yeah, probably make a gain, 30 pounds, clog up my arteries, give me a heart attack. There's my blood pressure, cholesterol. So tonight I'm trying to see if I can substitute chicken for beef in a Yankee pot roast recipe. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Try some now. See what he does. So I probably should move the balls out. I think there's a piece of chicken under the ball. It's actually kibble. So I gave him more calories tonight, more food. So he might not want to come back to the bowl. So yeah, he doesn't seem to be into the brushing, so I don't know what's going on. So I think probably last night, yeah, he's very unhappy with it. Tonight, yeah, I don't know. So I think one of the problems is if he takes longer to eat, then because I've been brushing him so long during that time, I think he's less inclined to want brushing afterwards. And because he's eating, he's not really getting into it. But if I don't brush him while he's eating, then I don't think he gets acclimated. So I still need to acclimate him to the brush, and just, it's basically a socialization technique. I'm just trying to get him used to interacting with me or a person, a human. So I'm the only one who's probably ever going to interact with him. So he's so skittish that, yeah, I doubt he'll let any other person approach him. They basically have to do what I've been doing for the last 3 months. So yeah, we're past 3 months now. I don't exactly know what, but I'm currently uploading videos that are at the, I think, the 12-week mark, and I have a backlog. So and I think it's a couple weeks. So yeah, we're well past 3 months. Yeah, so he doesn't seem very food motivated now. So you really enjoyed your food, Scruffy? Because the other thing I could do, if I really wanted to be mean is I could just start feeding him, overfeeding him a lot, and like the worst stuff, like chicken grease and chicken skin, all the time, in like large quantities, and then basically get him so fat and he can't run. Would you like that? You could be so fat and can't get away from me anymore. He probably actually like that. So, I'm assuming it's better to be fat than starving. I was looking up home remedies for fleas, see if there was a cheaper alternative to buying $20 pills. Unfortunately, I didn't find any. I think I found some things about natural things you can eat, but they don't sound like they actually work that well. Okay, here's my chance. Let's see if we can get him into petting. It's like only 3 pieces in there. Yeah, it's taking a long time with those 3 pieces. I think he's licking every single spot of that bowl. Likes the chicken grease. I should cook bacon sometime. Give him the grease. So I didn't want to stick around. He didn't seem to get into the brushing. Well, he hasn't left yet, so I don't know, maybe there's a chance he'll come back for one more round. The bowl is completely empty, so there's nothing left to eat. He's still hungry. I think he's looking for food on the ground. Sorry, Scruffy. Those are leaves, not food. I don't know where all these leaves come from. So my understanding of the way the pills work is they slightly just changes blood chemistry or something. It does something so the fleas don't like the taste anymore and they just jump off. And so I read it's actually, you got to be careful when you first give him the pill, because if you're like petting him or you're around as the pill's taking effect, all the fleas are going to be jumping off of him and onto you. I also read it's supposed to take like 20-30 minutes before it kicks in, so he's usually gone before that, so I think I'll be okay. But it's something I need to be conscious of when I give him that pill. So my glove should also protect me, but I think what's been happening is, because I got bites on my hand, even with the glove, I think the fleas are probably in the glove, so I think when I take it off, they're just kind of, looking for a home or something, and then when I put my hand back in the glove the next day or something, the flea might have gotten me. That's my current theory. Or it could have been when I was getting his water. I don't always use the glove for that. I use my bare hand. And the fleas actually could be in the carrier on the blanket. So that's what the flea spray, that's what I want the flea spray for. So I think I'm going to spray that blanket and this carpet rug or whatever, and the doormat, and there's another doormat on the inside I'll probably spray. And then I think I'll spray my jeans, probably my sweatshirt, my shoes. Because I don't want fleas. I guess the one advantage right now is it's winter, so I think fleas tend to spawn in spring. So the fleas shouldn't be that bad right now. So I started this project in the end of summer. So I think I missed the worst time of the year. Isn't that right, Scruffy? Fleas get really bad in spring. You scratch a lot more then. And then I think, yeah, he needs some relief from the fleas. His fur is bad. My theory is it's all fleas and ticks. So I don't know if the pillows actually work with ticks or not. I hope they do, because I don't know how to get the ticks off of them, assuming they're there. Because I can't hold them down enough to use a tick comb or whatever they are, or searching for ticks or whatever. He's too skittish for that. I don't even think I can get a flea collar on him. He's too skittish for that. I'd have to come up with some trap where he sticks his head through something to get some food, and the collar goes on. But it's probably a little too creative for me. And knowing my luck, and his luck, the flea collar I end up getting him might kill him. So I've read some reviews of some of the better flea collars actually, and some bad ones too, but even the good flea collars, there's some really sad reviews basically saying it killed their cat. Their cat had a bad reaction to it and died a few days later, a week later. It's really sad. And you just have to worry about the, especially a feral cat, climbing through things and then getting the collar caught and then choking and caught. So you have to buy a breakaway collar. But I think the problem with the feral cat is, the collar is probably going to break away very quickly. So I don't think it's going to last long. And then, I just noticed, I think I have I knew this before, but I have a flea bite on my camera hand, and so I don't wear gloves for that hand. And so, but I don't touch them with that hand either. So I'm thinking, as I'm kneeling here or sitting here with my hands on my knees, kind of bent over, I'm thinking, the flea could have jumped up from either him or on my pant legs and then on my hand. He's grooming himself a lot today. He's really taking his time. I would have expected him to take off by now. So I still need to check his water. So notice how he no longer meows. So once I feed him, he's done. Doesn't need me, doesn't want me, doesn't want to get my attention. But when I first come out here, he's all meowing, meow, meow, meow. But yeah, it's a pretty stark change since, yeah, he didn't meow until, like a month ago or something like that. He's going out in the water, going out in the rain. I think the rain has let up, so the ground's wet. I don't know if it's really raining hard or not. I can't see the water drops. Yeah, I kind of expect him to go down the alleyway. So the alleyway has a little more cover. And since he sits so long on this rug now, waiting for me to bring his food, I'm starting to think if I could. See, he doesn't play. I'd like to get him to play. So I was thinking if I could leave him a toy that he'd play with on the rug, maybe, as he's waiting for me, he could play with the toy. But I've never seen him play, and he's terrified of the string toy. I have that, I have the bird. Not that. I have the little stuffed Twitter-like bird, which I smeared with catnip. I don't know if he'd play with that. He's never shown any interest in it. Catnip. Catnip or not. So, surprised he's still here. So his front paw there looks pretty white. His other paws look really dirty. It's scruffy hair right now makes me think looks more like a raccoon or a badger. Yeah, he's going the whole grooming cycle. So I ended up reusing the baby food jar to store his chicken grease. So, yeah. I'm used to everything coming in plastic now, so when I bought the baby food, and noticed it came in a glass jar, I was like debating, gee, should I throw this out or should I reuse this glass jar for something? And I kept thinking, well, this jar is so small, I don't know what I put in it. And so I threw it away, or I put it in the recycle bin, and then I forgot to take out the recycling last time, so I still had it. And then when I cooked the chicken skin tonight, I was like, wow, there's so much grease here. I should probably save it because I think you'd eat it. But I need something to store it in. And I have some bigger jars that I've saved, but it's like, jam jars and stuff like that. But yeah, those are like too big. It wasn't that much. I mean, yeah, not nearly that much chicken grease for 3 little pieces of skin. And I'm like, oh wait, I got the baby food jar. I can use that, and yeah, it fit perfectly. So I dug it out of the recycling bin, washed it. And in general now, I have a solution to getting rid of oil, cooking oil. Just feed it to him, rather than having to put it in special containers or breaking it down in small bits I can dispose of. I bet he likes cooking oil. And yeah, feral cats, I read, they don't live very long. Pretty hard lives, so most of them either die of car accidents or all the diseases they accumulate out in the wild. And so dying of cholesterol or cardiac arrest is probably a pretty good death comparatively. So if you have to pick your death as a feral cat, I think eating too much chicken grease or cooking oil is probably not a bad way to go. So trying to make Scruffy's life a little less miserable. Let you die a little happier. Have some enjoyment in your life. With the brush. Yep. He braved the rain. Okay, folks, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.